headphone in.
There he is.
Okay, you ready? Listen to your music. Hi guys, I want to tell you about a hot topic in today's society, the legalization of abortion. Partial birth abortion is even more scandalous. Currently, 30 of the 50 United States have legal bans on partial birth abortion. What about the other 2/5 of our nation? All abortions should be globally illegal for multiple reasons. However, for the purposes of this speech, I will specifically talk about partial birth. Before debating what is morally and scientifically wrong with abortion and the particular partial birth abortion method, let's learn about this procedure. So before detailing about partial birth abortion, let's first understand what abortion is and what it involves. Approximately 115,000 abortions are completed around the world each day with the use of modern medical sciences and technology. Abortions are not new to society, but date back to 1760 BC, according to Crayson and Holberg. Abortions have occurred since prehistoric times, as written by the Code of Hammurabi, an ancient Babylonian book of laws. The abortion procedure is removal of an embryo or fetus from the uterus in order to terminate a pregnancy. According to dictionary.com, partial birth abortion, known medically as dilation and extraction, is defined as a late-term abortion in which the fetus is removed through a dilated cervix as the cranial contents are being evacuated by a suction. Abortion can be very harmful to an impregnated body. Partial birth abortions are very dangerous and can lead to the death of a mother. She's placed under anesthesia, dilated to 10 centimeters, and begins the birthing process. Depending on how late the mother is in her pregnancy, the baby will either come breech or head first. Either way the baby comes, when the head reaches the crown, the physician places a long spear-like instrument or scissors into the back of the neck, piercing the spinal column or brain. This in turn damages brain activity, causing the fetus to cease life. Ensuring brain tissue has been demolished and that death resulted, the baby will either be pulled from the cervix at this time or the doctor will start dismembering its body. The abortion procedure can also be very disturbing to see and psychologically damaging. According to registered nurse Brenda Pratt Schaefer, she witnessed many partial birth abortions while she worked at a clinic in Dayton, Ohio. She described in graphic detail the horrific events in a letter to the Congressman Tony Hall, pleading for the illegalization of abortion in 1995. She, in the speech, said the baby was kicking its feet, hanging there, moving its little fingers and arms. The doctor then took a pair of scissors and jammed them into the back of the baby's neck. The baby jerked out, and like a startle reflex, the baby does as if you had thrown him up in the air and jumped. The baby became rigid, and the doctor then opened the scissors to make a hole, taking a high-powered suction machine to the back of its head and suctioned its brains out. Then the baby went completely limp. The terrible, gruesome, and sickening account of this procedure has caused Miss Schaefer to replay the scenario in her mind thousands or more times, according to her. The event has caused not only pain to the mother, but long-lasting painful memories to Miss Brenda Pratt Schaefer and countless others. However, many people agree with abortion and justify the procedure for various reasons. Logical reasons for abortion are considered rape, financial issues, unavailable contraceptives, neglect, or unwanted babies with disabilities. But all of these so-called logical reasons have logical solutions. For example, women that have been sexually assaulted and have become pregnant have the choice to personally raise a child or give custody of this baby to a loving and wanting home through various foster care programs. Over 2 million couples in the United States are waiting to adopt babies, but as of 2002, only 134,000 children were available. Another so-called logical reason for abortion is the unavailability of contraceptives. Inexpensive contraceptives are available at almost any retail or drugstore nationwide. If the lack of money is an excuse and for not affording contraceptives, then abstinence may need to be enforced. But who cares if an inexpensive contraceptive isn't used? The cost of a typical abortion can range from $500 to $1,000, triple the price of abortions in 1970, according to Dudley. Not only are abortions inhumane, but can cause pain to the mother and the fetus, and there are few legitimate reasons to have one. Some claim abortion is justified on the grounds that the fetus cannot feel pain. Can fetuses feel pain? According to medical research, nerves in the spinal column do not connect to the brain until 12 weeks gestation. On the contrary, it is proven that the brain activates the experience of pain even in the presence or absence of painful stimuli, meaning that the brain of the fetus can feel pain before growth is even completed. If bacteria is considered life on Mars, why isn't a heartbeat considered life on Earth? If a fetus isn't considered life, then why should it matter if it cannot feel pain? As mentioned above, is it morally right to terminate a pregnancy because of disability? What about adults who are paralyzed and cannot feel their extremities? What about teenagers who are in a car wreck or in a coma? What about people that have full mental capacity and have the limited mobility due to an unchangeable disability? What about people like my 25-year veteran dad? Would it be okay to remove his legs just because he can't feel them? Or what about our former president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, or profound author Stephen Hawking because of their disabilities? Is it moral or ethical to take their lives just as a person takes an unborn baby's life? Abortion. So what does it make you think about? Protests, political elections, a woman, or money? Partial birth abortion is the act of decapitating a fetus, ripping it from the uterus wall, severing its spinal cord, and so forth. Aborting a fetus can cause financial gain for clinics, but can cause financial tragedy for a mom. Abortions can cause physical pain and mental health issues that may be lifelong and cause unchangeable and permanent and scarring damage. Is aborting a fetus morally ethical? When the United States Marines are conducting a mission, the last thought on their mind is to abort. But when the United States Marines abort a mission, it's to get out. It's to leave as soon as possible and to find the easiest and quickest way out without being recognized. The same aborting practices that our U.S. military so desperately regret and so rarely use are being facilitated in our U.S. abortion clinics. Women can feel pressured to find the easiest and quickest way out of a tough situation, to keep their procedure confidential, and to complete a mission without being compromised. So, in conclusion, if aborting a military mission in a foreign country is considered a failure, why is aborting a child in its mother's womb considered an accomplishment?
Good.